Hello, thank you for clicking on this video. Right now, this channel is DLJ from PA. I'm thinking of making a change, which I'll tell you about. My name is Dale. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Facebook Marketplace. And this channel tells you all about my journey in reselling. So if that is the sort of content that interests you and you're not subscribed, I would super duper appreciate if you'd hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell button so you're alerted when I do post new content. Normally this would be a Monday morning coffee talk, but my Monday got away from me. Last week I actually had off, so if you notice, this looks a little different behind me. Maybe you don't recognize where I am, because I decided to take on an ambitious project during the time that I had off of work, and I removed that ugly wallpaper that was behind me in my reselling space. And I've also sort of reorganized. The room is still coming together, but I'm going to go through my sales for the month of April so far with you in the first half of this video. And then the second half, I'll show you some of the transformation of this space and what removing wallpaper and then the glue and then painting looked like in here. But right now, you can't see Roxy, she's behind my photo tent. But you can see that I've painted it kind of like a blue-gray color. And then I have this strip of white paint, which is for doing clothing photographs, because I was doing that in my laundry room downstairs in front of a closet door though, which is always like, it's just not, it doesn't make for the best pictures. So I've decided to dedicate this space to having a white space for photographs. And if you remember, I used to have Penelope the guinea pig behind me. I've now moved her into my older daughter's bedroom. She's away at college and she won't be back this summer. And so I don't have to worry about the guinea pig being potentially back in here until December. So that's where she's going to stay for now. So that got rid of her shelf unit with her hay and her bedding and food and stuff. So that made a lot of room here. And I think what I'm going to do though is tonight I'm picking up a 4-drawer file cabinet that I think I'm going to put between this shelving and this bookcase. This bookcase can move over and still face out against that open white area. And I can use that for storage. So the room is coming together. It's still, you can see I still have the ladder here, and actually like over there where the closet is, it's still not painted. But really I was doing like one half of the room at a time, and wait till you see, if you've removed wallpaper, then you know the agony that I went through in doing that last week. And by Friday when it was time to paint, my hand was like, please stop. So it was quite a project. Super duper happy though. It just feels so much less cluttered without having that Holly Hobby interesting retro 70s wallpaper behind me. So yeah, there's still more work to be done. Always a work in progress, just as I am. And so what do you say? Should we just announce what I'm going to be changing my channel name to? Do you want to hear that? All right, so DLJ from PA has been a little confusing for people. In case you don't know, DLJ is my initials, and then I live in Pennsylvania, so that's where the from PA came from. But when I first started doing YouTube, Mountain Man Treasure and Emily Conway used to tease me that they initially read it as Frumpa. So it was DLJ Frumpa, and like it was just, it didn't catch as much as I thought it would. I thought like DLJ from PA like would be so catchy. It's not, and that's okay. So I think it's time for a change, and we're going to go with Flippin' Fiasco. Pretty much because I'm a little bit of a flippin' fiasco, and you know, it relates to reselling, flipping items for profit. So, but even I could tackle anything else because it's really just my channel and I'm a flippin' fiasco. So I don't mean that to like be mean or like rude or anything to myself, but it's more of just a fun, catchy name. So that's what I will be changing my name to, but I wanted to kind of give you a heads up before I actually make that change. I'll be changing my email, and I don't know that I'm going to change my eBay or Poshmark accounts because I don't necessarily want people to know that that is what I do when they're purchasing from me, because some people like honestly just want to purchase like something that you've outgrown or that you didn't get a chance to return. Some people have a negative association with resellers. So I don't think that I'm going to change my actual platform names, selling platforms, to the Flippin' Fiasco. Just here on YouTube, and then probably my email address and you know, anything else that comes out of this adventure. All right. And I'm going to have some spectacular giveaways soon because I so much appreciate all of you as subscribers. And I promise I'm getting to my content soon. Just, I have to take a moment to thank you so much for being here and for all of you who have subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, please take a moment to subscribe and hit that bell so that you are alerted when I announce that giveaway, which will be coming up probably the beginning of May. Okay, so as I said, first part of this video, I will run through my sales so far through April. So this is through the 17th of April. I have had 26 total sales for a total of $500. My profit is about $240 after fees, cost of goods, and shipping. So the breakout was 14 sales on eBay, 8 on Poshmark, and 4 from YouTube subscribers. So I appreciate you girls so much. It was Shar, Becky, Gail, and Jennifer. Thank you so much for your purchases. I really appreciate the support. On Poshmark, I sold a pair of Torrid jeans for $12. They cost me $5, and Poshmark, of course, took their 20%, so I was left with only about a $4 profit on those. I was hoping they would sell for a little higher, a little disappointing, but it is what it is. Then for my listing challenge, I had listed a bunch of DVDs from our own collection. So the Lion King Blu-ray 2-disc set sold for $9.99. And so I did make about $5 on that out of my own, you know, supply. On Poshmark, I sold a White House Black Market red shirt with this heel on it. That had been listed for a very long time, so I let it go for $10. But I think that my cost of goods was only about $1 on that. I picked it up at the ThredUp outlet way back before the shutdown happened. So I still made about $6 on that. Then I sold a pair of Antonio Milani rhinestone silver heels on Poshmark from a ThredUp shoebox for $20. So my cost of goods was about $7 after fees, and I did have a shipping discount. I made about $7.50 on them. On eBay, I sold one of the Coach purses. This was the one that I kind of wanted to keep, but I did part with it for $40, and the buyer paid shipping, and cost of goods $20 minus shipping fees. I was left with about a $17 profit. I guess that's good. I really like that purse though. Then on eBay, I sold a pair of wooden clogs that I picked up in an estate. They were in a box, and I was a little disappointed when I looked them up and realized that they weren't going to sell for much, but they certainly won't sell if I don't list them. So I still listed them, and they sold for $10 with the buyer paying shipping of $10.80. So they were $20.80 all in, and I still made about $5 or $6 off of that sale. I sold a Top-A-Can ashtray. So it's this little plastic thing that you put on top of a soda can or beer can to put your ashes in. That was picked up from a recent high bid estate in a box lot of things. So it sold for $7.99, free shipping. I mean, I probably still made a couple bucks on that. These were like the DVDs, and these Top-A-Can ashtrays were items that I posted hoping that they would spur faster sales and maybe help my overall eBay account. Over on Poshmark, I sold a pair of North Face cargo pants for $20. And I remember picking these pants up. It was very long ago, at like the beginning of my reselling journey. So they've been listed for more than a year. I remember them because I found them on the like try on outside of the Goodwill dressing rooms. So, you know, this was before the pandemic hit us. But somebody had tried them on, didn't like them, and put them on the rack, and I found them there. So I thought they would sell faster, but I'm happy that they finally sold. I made about $8 on them. Over on eBay, I sold a silver wide link chain necklace, which honestly I was wondering, is it even worth listing this? But it sold for $18, free shipping. On Poshmark, I sold a pair of men's Under Armour jogger pants for $11. And let me tell you a little story. The buyer said that they were terribly stained. How dare I even attempt to sell something in this condition? And they also had tears at the bottom. They really did. They were like minor imperfections, not tears. And I noticed no staining on them. So they opened a case against me on Poshmark. Poshmark authorized the return. And so I believe sent them a label to return them to me. And they said, well, can you just offer me a partial refund instead of me returning these disgraceful pants to you? And I haven't gotten them back. I don't know where that's going to land, but it's always the lower dollar volume sales. Am I right? Like, I'm always scared when I have larger dollar volume or like a larger dollar item sell. Like, I'm scared that something's going to happen, and they always go so smoothly. It's these smaller ones that cause issues. On Poshmark, I sold a dark gray silk, 100% silk Stefano men's shirt for $15. It has also been listed for over a year because I picked this up at one of my first trips to the Goodwill bins. So I did not pay much at all for it. And it was honestly an item that I thought I should just donate it, but look at that, it sold. On eBay, I sold an American Eagle gold tone abalone shell choker necklace for $8 plus shipping. And I picked that up in one of my jewelry hauls. I don't remember which one. On eBay, I sold a wooden giraffe from Kenya, and it sold for $10 plus shipping. That was from my Dollar Estate lot, and I have had continuous sales from that. I'm almost always mentioning my Dollar Estate lot, so I'll link it up here. Yeah, so that sold again for $10. I was happy about that. Then on Poshmark, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll laugh with me. I sold a lot of the 10 of the toe rings that I've had listed forever that I bought, like, I think it's like 2,000 toe rings. What? Why? I don't know. I was new. I didn't know what I was doing. I let them go for $7 on Poshmark, and you know they take a $2.95 fee. So just take them, please. I'm going to donate them soon. On eBay, I sold a Les Bernard necklace. It was like a tennis bracelet, but necklace. So it was just all rhinestones all around it. One long rhinestone necklace. It sold for $19.99. So the buyer was $21.64 all in. That was in one of my Shop Goodwill lots. So I probably made about $14 on that sale. Then on eBay, I sold a mesh metal purse pendant. It was this really interesting piece, which sold for $18 plus shipping. And this had actually sold earlier, but then the buyer never paid. So I relisted it, and it sold again very quickly. So keep an eye out for those interesting mesh little purses. Buyer was $25.53 all in. Again, that was from a Shop Goodwill lot, so probably about a $15 profit on that item. On eBay, I sold a Michael Kors purse that was from one of my ThredUp name brand rescue boxes, and it sold for $60 plus shipping. Very excited about that sale. It left me with about a $35 profit. That was my best sale of the month so far. On eBay, I sold the Glass Ladder and Company leather organizer clutch for $22 plus shipping. So I was left with about a $15 profit. Very happy about that one. On eBay, I started listing some brand new makeup that I have gotten from Ipsy. I had an Ipsy subscription for a while, and there were some things that They just sent me so much eyeliner that I'm never going to go through all that eyeliner. So I decided to list some of the items that have not been opened. So this eyeliner sold for $7.99 plus shipping. On Poshmark, I sold a flowy tank blue-green floral dress that was actually from my mother. And so thank you, Mom. That sold for $12. And since I had no cost of goods, I made about a $6 profit on that item. On eBay, I sold this really pretty boxed jewelry set from Bella Del Mar. It was really a vibrant set with earrings, a necklace, and a bracelet. It was beautiful, but I've had it listed again forever. It was from one of my first jewelry lots that I ever purchased. But it did sell for $25 plus shipping. The buyer was $35.89 all in. I made about $22 after all was said and done. And the last sale on eBay, I sold I lotted up 3 gold rings, which I purchased on eBay, and they sold for $9 plus, I think plus shipping. They were $11.53 all in. I probably made about a $5 profit on those rings. Those were my sales. I know it's kind of tedious to go through all of them, but if you've been following me, I think that you like seeing the hauls, and then later you get to see what has sold. So those were the sales. Very happy as a part-time reseller making that extra money. And so now we're going to get in the footage of redoing this beautiful room. And so I hope that you enjoy that content as well. Apparently, maybe some people don't know the joy of removing wallpaper. So you can see here, I mean, if I try to just take this wallpaper off, like it's not budging. Like here's a spatula. No, I mean, it's not budging. So I have this handy dandy little wallpaper steamer, and the water's heating up right now, and then it comes pouring out of there as steam, and you hold that up until it's soaked through, and then it peels down like butter. Okay, it took about 20 minutes, but we are ready to steam some wallpaper. It might not look like a lot, but when you're steaming this wallpaper off, it feels like forever. Here's a different angle. So much wallpaper. Really consider how much you like wallpaper. Wallpaper isn't forever, but it sure is a pain in the neck to remove. Here's a fun little demo of me steaming wallpaper off the walls. So you have to kind of work in 2 parts. This video is actually in 4 times footage, so it's moving very fast, but you have to hold the steamer in one spot, and then when that spot is fully steamed, you remove it and steam another spot while you're working. So it's just not a lot of fun. This was definitely a project that was going to benefit me in the long run. If I wanted some short results, I would have been listing. But I knew that it would feel so good to get this project finished and get this room in better working condition. So while it's very tedious and long and tiring, I did feel like it was a good use of my time off of my full-time job. I'm really only able to get 1/2 of the room finished at this time because the desk that I have is not able to be moved easily. It also won't move out of the room because it was assembled in this room, and it's so large that it won't move outside the room. So I'm sort of stuck with that desk as it is. And so I'm at least getting this side of the room finished, and then at some point I'll work on getting the other side of the room painted. But it's just these 2 walls that had the wallpaper on it, which is the most time-consuming part of the project. Painting actually seems like a breeze after working through removing wallpaper and then removing glue and cleaning the walls to prep them for paint. So now we have the wallpaper off, but why isn't it focusing? Yeah, you can see that there's glue left behind. So now I have to scrub the walls to get all the glue off. And so you can see I've done, excuse me, this section here. It looks nice. And then you get to here and it's not nice. I'm telling you, this is such a pain in the neck, but that's why I put it off for so long. So it's gonna feel really good to get it done, but I can't say I'm having the most fun. I wanted to give you a glimpse into what I mean when I'm removing glue from the wallpaper. So I use a mixture of hot water and fabric softener and vinegar. The fabric softener, while it also helps remove the glue, it also smells better. But you can see here, that's the glue that I'm getting off the wallpaper. It's pretty gross. But then finally I was able to patch the walls and get them prepped for paint. And I was a little nervous because this color was supposed to be like a gray blue and it looked purple going on. Thankfully, as it dried, it did start to get darker, but it was a little scary these first passes getting the paint on the walls. It started to look really purple and I was getting super nervous, but you can see here that it did dry to a nicer like blue-gray color. And then here is the shelf back in the corner where it belongs. Okay, I've made progress. I now have this back where it was, a little bit more organized. I moved this bookshelf from the hallway where it didn't belong to here. And now I'm going to paint this section white so I can do clothing photos there. And it's directly across from these two windows. So it has nice lighting. All right, we have our strip of white for photographing clothing. Ta-da! Thank you so much for being here. I will catch you next time.